couple of people absolutely screwed over by what's been happening right now. Let's have a chat to them. Anita Donnellan is the campaign manager for Beef It Up Australia. She's at the Stanhope Hotel, and she joins us now. Anita, we're talking about this city versus regional divide. 45 of the 75 local government areas have fewer than 20 cases. A dozen have 0 cases. Yet the restrictions basically you have are exactly the same as central Melbourne. What's your day been like today?
Well, first of all, it's just bollocks, isn't it? My day today at Beef Australia, we support a lot of small businesses and particularly hotels. And my day started at 7:30 this morning. I've had hotels that have told me that they've closed down. I've had B&Bs, I've had a couple of deli owners, takeaway owners that rely on being open. Now, I'm at the Stanhope Hotel, and behind me here is a beautiful dining room and a small community. This community is safe. They know everybody in the community. They're all rural communities. They all know the locals. They're all doing what they have to do. They're all doing the sanitising, the registration, they're adhering to everything. But Stanhope in particular, they've not only gone through the drought and they've gone through the dairy demise and they've gone through the water reduction, and now they've got this. And this is just right across rural Victoria. Now my view on all of this is it's very simple. The city-centric, the Spring Street MPs, I was going to say something else, but I thought I'd better not. They just put a whole blanket approach onto this. Now, we're hearing right across the board from people that have got common sense, that know about rural communities. Let's have a 3-tier. Let's have the first tier, which are the hotspots. They know the hotspots. So that's the Melbourne Metropolitan, as you know. Then you've got your regionals. So you've got your Bendigos, your Geelongs, your so forth. Then you've got rural. Rural communities are different to the city. So my message to Mr. Andrews is start listening to the rural communities. They're not doing anything wrong. If anything, they're doing it very, very well. They can't afford another knock. It is heartbreaking, mate. I just don't know where it's going to finish.
How many businesses do you think that's it? They're done. This is the last straw. They're not going to hold on for 6 weeks.
Well, I know today there were 4 hotels just shut up shop. Before, when COVID first hit, we started to hear of them trickling down. That's just the hotels. Then we've got all the other businesses along the way. On top of that, you've then got the employees. They're losing their jobs. But more so is the mental health. So the next thing that's going to happen after we see the COVID situation go off into the night is we're going to see a lot of band-aid approaches to the mental health issue that has been created purely because communication, due diligence was not done by the powers above. And, you were just talking about language. I am very disgusted in Mr. Andrews' language. The language that he has been using from day one with this has been nothing short of fear-mongering. And I actually sent him a little message, and I said, can you just temper it down a little bit and start being a little bit softer? Maybe take a little bit of notice from Mr. Morrison.
Anita, we're going to keep talking. Strength to your hand, and everyone is going to be dealing with this in the next little while. I appreciate it. All the best at Beef It Up Australia. She's there at the Stanhope Hotel. Let's go to Alan Bolden, who's in the Mount Buller Snow Gum Express. It's a taxi service right now in Mansfield. How's your day been, mate?
All over the place, waiting for notification whether we are continuing to trade after Wednesday. I've actually had country pub before myself while the GFC was going, and after that, or prior to that, a mechanical workshop during the recession that we had to have, whereas I've never had a time like this where customers are not allowed to, they're banned from entering certain premises, obviously, from that day onwards, or Wednesday onwards, and they're not allowed to even visit or spend money. It seems to, I've got a diary here, which I was told to maybe show, but that's how it, you can see it, that's how it's been looking for a while. Yeah. Look, that way.
No, you're on camera.
And when we get to August,
Bang, empty.
It goes bang,
Wow.
nothing.
Wow.
That's tomorrow onward, nothing.
Now, also, I mean, with these different 5K rules around, that obviously limits the length of any fare that you can do at any one time. As you say, your bookings into the future, bugger all. But practically in the next 6 weeks, what are you, I mean, even if you're allowed to get around, and you are under this system, where are you going to be taking people?
Well, at the moment, the only things that I've had any contact for in the last day and a half since, or day and a bit since we found out what Mr. Andrews had to say, are for staff that want to leave Mount Buller and get off the mountain because they've got no work and no prospects. We're hoping that we're grabbing on by straws that the powers to be, the Resort Management Board may see that, and the people that run the lifts and things, that they might be worth keeping some of the country Victoria. And if what you were talking about before with Anita and earlier with the others, if we could see the pockets of problems isolated, yes, but still let rural and country Victoria interact and visit each other and do things and not have the 5K rule extended anywhere else. So, as you were saying before about this stage 5, what is it? We've got enough problems trying to trade with stage 3 or 4.
Yeah. Mate, look, I hate to say all the best, but strength and love at this time, mate. We'll stay in touch all the way through. All the best to you, Alan, and thank you to Anita as well. If you would like to tell your story on the television, send me an email. paul@skynews.com.au. If you would like to